Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Generally a decent pick, but struggles a bit in the Maokai because that point-and-click lockdown you can struggle into. But to be honest, if I'm that, so gotta be a bit careful in these team fights. And now you see Dudu actually trying to freeze the wave here. This is a good angle to set up for a gank, and it is level 6 for Doran, it's level 6 for Dudu.
Yeah, information given over here as Doran is kind of given up on here just a little bit by Peanut, who did move away from it. Decides instead he's just going to get out of there, and that is first blood going over to the Rek'Sai top lane. You often call the Chemtech though, so if you call it, then I mean, it's got to get in there, as it'll be a cloud. So unfortunately, I was a bit too focused on the dragons, and therefore the clouds come up. And yeah, he is going to find it there, as there's no flash on this cow, and I don't think it would have mattered anyway. That is going to be the second kill for the Kwangdong Freecs this time, going over to Bull.
Really good setup, really good angle, perfect max range ult.
Yep. And you know, third dragon's the dream. For a composition like this is kind of how I'm feeling. You want to get your Corki and your Zeri with a couple Valkyrie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, just dodges away, manages to disengage. A lot of ults burn from the side of Kwangdong Freecs. I still think they're in a strong spot to contest this.
Yeah, Cuz diving on in. There is the Nature's Grasp now as Bull Killer Instinct. They dive on top of the jungler, and now it is Viper's turn to press his ultimate button. Emperor's Divide is going to land on both of the tankier members, and now Viper is still trying to do damage, but his front line is dead. The double knockup for the newly improved Rek'Sai is going to lock up the kill onto the cow, and Viper sees these low health bars, but they haven't been able to get any kills. Is it now going to be the time? And the answer, I think, is no. Viper at full health, but he still needs to walk away.
They're just not at the point where they can...
Of this river. Looks like they will be able to start off this streak as well. Kwangdong Freecs probably not going to give this one up without a fight. Bulldog does have the Emperor's Divide and Flash both available. They are stacked up. Sand Soldiers in position. Headbutt pulverized onto Bulldog, and the Glacial Prison goes wide. Dudu trying to get into this pit alongside Cuz. They lock down the dragon, but these knockups are massive. Emperor's Divide onto everyone but Doran. He slips by, and that is going to be the pickup. The trade is for a Corki for Rakan, and that's going to be Dudu going down as well. What the heck? Never mind, it's not Dudu going down. Doran died, but Dudu, it's impossible to kill this Rek'Sai, I guess.
Look how much damage Viper did, and it just didn't matter.
Because even in extended fights, it feels like Dudu is able to get so much done, just burrowing in and out, and still keeping himself healthy. So, I'm alive. Gonna walk on over here as the Baron has been started. Good knock-up onto Peanut, but a Glacial Prison once again does go wide. There's the pulverized flash, and Quantum is just gonna get eviscerated. There is a nice ulti connecting that snare onto Bulldog, but it's not enough. He finds 3 with the Emperor's Divide. Still, Viper is offering damage back, and now it's Doran's turn to try and be immortal in that front line. Hanwha Life Esports finding themselves a victory, and Viper wants even more. Bull being chased down. Extendo Beam gets the flash. That is a lot of value here. Much of their engaged potential now taken down.
Oh, the
package will be delivered to the mid lane, and so therefore, no opportunity here, as Dudu just very happy to walk on top of that package damage. And his soul point now picked up for Kwangdong Freecs. All of a sudden, tempo moves back in their favor.
Yeah, and to like setting up now, Dudu trying to find an angle here.
Yeah, Quantum as well on a deep flank. Bull has taken a lot of random damage from the Baron, as has Bulldog. And Bulldog, if he keeps getting hit by these, it's really dangerous. Nature's Grasp does come down. They're looking to target Delight once again. It's a big pulverize, though, as now right back over the wall goes Dudu, and he's taking out... Oh, what the heck? Okay, well, he is going to fall now as the Void Rush did come through, and it's a double kill for Zeka. Hanwha Life Esports just so much more control in these team fights, and there's the Valkyrie on top of Bull. No Killer Instinct is going to be enough to get you out of that one, and there is a pentakill on the table here for Zeka if they can corral Cuz and Bulldog underneath this outer turret, and I think they might look for it, even though he's exceedingly low. Nope, probably just going to be a full house. Zeka's full of Vipers, unless he can get the 4 of a kind. Zeka comes on over, but no, there's that full house that we're talking about. That is going to be the clean ace for Hanwha Life Esports, and they can head towards this Baron.
Yeah, and I think this is Hanwha Life Esports glory on the Zeri. This is full damage output. This is, I want to cut through these tanks as much as possible. Remember, 5% more armor pen on the LDR. He's going to shred.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp is going to come on through, tanked up here by Cuz. As Bull and Bulldog will be all right for the moment. Glacial Prison connects onto Delight, but he just straight up doesn't care. Didn't even want to press the ultimate button. As now Quantum looks for that backline. Massive knockouts come through as well. The flank angle is gorgeous. They've taken down the Zeri, but is that going to be enough? Because because Zeka is still basically at full health and they're being torn to shreds. It didn't matter. They got their target and there's still a Corki.
Looked like the setup was so good, they managed to kill Viper, but so much is lost in return. The turnaround damage from Doran, the turnaround damage from Zeka decimates Kwangdong Freecs. Yes, they got Viper, but they paid heavily. And now I think it might just be an end angle. Only Quantum up for 20 seconds. I don't think he can do anything.
Not sure about it. Zeka is very, very strong. They do a lot of structural damage, but maybe they are going to back off after this one. Just look to get back a couple of years. As Kwangdong Freecs, yeah, they know that this is gone. So just a Drake #2 for Hanwha Esports, not worth Kwangdong Freecs losing the game. It has built purely based on hit, right?
Yeah.
It's not anything about like the hybrid builds that we have seen. You mentioned exactly why that would be the case, but it means he has to get up close and personal to do any damage at all. And this composition from Hanwha Esports doesn't really let you go up and close and personal unless they want you to, and that's exactly what Delight's going to do now. As Zeri dashes over the wall, I just feel like Viper gave himself up for that one. Quantum is going to emote, but then he's immediately going to go down. A trade of 80 carries is now Doran. He's looking to get in amongst it. Bulldog Empress divides the air, and that is going to spell the end of this team fight. It is enough to they could all build one. It's like the masquerade ball composition as Delight. Not quite able to get over that wall.
You know,
a little bit of a short hop there on that one.
I played a fair bit of Alistair. It's definitely
Oh dear. On a merry jaunt is Peanut, and he is very far away after that Emperor's Divide. The rest of Hanwha Esports wanting to commit to this one. The Pulverize is massive as Dudu trying to get into that backline, but now Viper, he has everyone behind him. The bottom lane has been torn apart once again, and Cuz is running the wrong direction, doesn't have any teammates, and somehow that massive ride that Peanut just went on was absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, a little bit of an oopsie there from Delight, but Peanut's there with a follow-up to pick out the Zeri. But it just ends up not being enough. So you see, Fall goes in, dashes over, instantly grabs.
Dudu taking a lot of damage here, and he's just going to get rocketed to the back of the head.
Yeah, you know, it's not a new experience seeing Rek'Sai fall off. That was kind of always the case, but definitely a reminder that this champion doesn't hold up as well in the later stages of the game.
No, not so much, especially in the context of these compositions where Hanwha have a Zeri and a Corki, and then a whole lot of frontline to throw, like the tank lethality Aatrox that we talk about is included in that frontline conversation. Yeah. And now these minions are knocking on the front door of Kwangdong Freecs, and the Nature's Grasp coming out once again. As Bulldog does stand behind Cuz, that is going to create enough space to take down these Nexus turrets, and my god, Quantum is burning, gets to the fountain and is going to at least survive, but his Nexus turret's not going to be so lucky. The Nexus is now exposed. Some lower health bars here on Hanwha, but they will just take themselves. Kwangdong Freecs played fantastically well.
A lot of respect.
Yeah. And I think that it is well deserved, even though the gold lead is now 11.
The Corki get to the stage, because normally it's kind of 1 on 3 or 4 items. The damage here is just going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it was already ridiculous, and now it is. We're going to need more adjectives. There's Pulverize on to Cuz. Pretty tanky though, especially with that Frost Armor. Okay, yep, ridiculous. Very true. Emperor's Divide just to get rid of Peanut. Viper says that's his opportunity to just go in. Both of these carries just tearing holes in Kwangdong Freecs with every single ability. And this Nexus is not going to be long for the world. They'll grab a couple of kills on their way up, but Hanwha, it was difficult in the early game, but they managed to make it happen in the end. One Bull going to be very happy to have a bailout in that bottom lane, especially. These early skirmishes, I don't think Zeri Rel is going to be able to do anything at all.
In sort of navigating it and not losing up. But now Zeka, this is very overextended.
He certainly is. He's going to be able to shift some sands, but still going to get hit by that Arctic Assault. I think he's going to have to flash, and there it is. The flash after him as well as the flash forward. Okay, that was a little bit of a worry, but they take a couple of turret shots and they're going to be okay. Let's see whether this one is going to be a little bit cleaner, as that handshake absolutely fantastic from Quantum. Kwangdong Freecs fans going away. They're going to need to find value from this play here. And now Delight finds the Shattering Strike, and now the tree is making their way forward. Ignite ticking down onto Quantum. He flashes, but I don't think it's going to be enough to flash forward for Peanut. He takes a casual turret shot. There's the instant bailout as well, and Kwangdong Freecs get another kill.
What a miscalculation. If it wasn't for the turret hit, this lane would just be over. But even so, it's still a terrible thing to pan out. And now, Doran, you're in trouble again.
He certainly is. There's the flash knockup as Doran going to get permanently frosted, and will just be taken down here because tanking up a couple of turret shots, but he, of course, is very happy to do so. Oh, man.
Heavily.
Yeah. And so now, going to miss out on this first drake. That'll go over to Kwangdong Freecs. Pretty happy to grab themselves a Hex Tech. Next one going to be an Ocean as well and Soak Down. But that should be a pretty sure thing. They've got 6 minutes to get like a damage on that.
Should be able to find that one pretty comfortably. Oh, they're looking.
Yeah, there's a flash forward. Instant cleanse from Bull is fantastic, but still that is 2 summoner spells. Now Nature's Grasp coming on through. This Alcove Gaming not going to work out for Quantum, as this time he will be taken out. No bailout for you, and Viper collects the first kill for Hanwha Life Esports, because waiting in the wings, this could be slightly overly aggressive by Viper positioning-wise, but Quantum Splash was already down from the Plague prior.
Yeah, they give the gold over to Viper. And now, speaking of giving gold over,
yeah, I think that Doran might be dead. Yeah, fine. Okay, Magnus Storm to come forward, and there is Zeka finding the Emperor's Divide. It's a double kill for Delight. Suboptimal, I guess, as far as giving the kills over, but Zeka still collects himself the assist, and that is a 2. Take the first, and then move away. You know, wrapping around. You can see Doran moving on over. They do have control vision in this area as Nature's Grasp comes in. Cuz might be in trouble, but there is the Singularity. The ulti comes down as well from Bulldog, who was breathing for a really long time. The Void Rush comes through, but it's not quite enough damage there onto Doran. He tries to blast Cone away, but it's not going to work out. And the early game power of this Rek'Sai is working. Peanut does have flash, uses it to get himself out of dodge.
that is how much fury you get from the minions. Oh,
all right, there's a big old Magnus Storm. They're looking for Bull here as Viper throwing down the burst fires. The flash out there from Bulldog with the flash over the wall, and Viper locks down the kill. Goodbye, Stacks, as now Quantum, he's now found himself in a very awkward position. Cuz just comes over and Daylight Robbery steals away the dragon, and there's the Chemtech soul that we were talking about. Doran, solo kill? No? What's happening up here? Dudu doesn't have that much fury. He is going to be able to get into his tunnel though, and everything's all right. I guess it's just really hard to kill a Rek'Sai.
Stacks combined with the gold given over would have been night and day difference if he was able to get that. They are still looking to punish Doran here though on the top side. Dudu, I think, could probably just solo kill him, but doesn't need to. Let's give it over to Bulldog.
Yeah, World Ender is going to come down, and Doran in the Singularity, just going to breathe on a couple of times. And that is just more free food going on over this time. It's going to be lapped up by Bulldog, his first of the game.
And again, they're doing a fantastic job of punishing this Aatrox, but your other side of the map is a Draven. I'm not sure that's a pick you can kind of leave to the Wolves and still expect it to have value.
Well, there's a Nature's Grasp, indeed. Bull going to get snared. Looks like Viper was more interested in trying to lock down this turret. That is going to continue to be the case, as Dudu not quite that tanky, I guess, as more minions get... Not quite as got him.
I think he got 84 gold from it. I'm pretty sure he got the cannon.
Oh, was it 84? I thought it was a small. Never mind. Let's just say that he got it.
Yeah.
So Bull
Bull
lost 290 stacks.
Ow.
The bottom side might have been ill-advised.
For a team who are normally really sharp in the macro department, Hanwha Life Esports kind of making a bit of a blunder there.
Oh, there's a flash twisted advance. Glacial Prison is going to be picked up there as now Doran finds that flank angle. Bulldog, I think he might be dead, as he is going to breathe his way out of it, wants to be able to take Peanut with him to the Shadow Realm, but it's not going to work. And Peanut not able to find the Bramble Smash as the Gromp given over to the jungler.
That's the takeaway. That's the positive spin.
There we go, 188 for the Dragon. As, all right, Dudu just gets all the way in amongst it. He's now by himself, has to flash, and won't have the flash knockup, which is so incredibly valuable for the Rek'Sai. Now looking for a flank angle, but Doran, he can move on over. Delight is going to get stunned up, the Whirling Death not doing anything at all. And now Nature's Grasp just to secure the Dragon, or is it? As they push both carries right into the middle of the battle, and Viper is able to lock down one. Zeka gets another. Cuz is now just running away, as there is nothing they can do about it. Dragon is secured by Hanwha Life Esports as well, and it is another mid-game team fight that Hanwha Life just roll right over.
Huge payoff coming out. That flash that was burned from Bulldog gets punished immediately by Zeka. The shuffle comes in, there's nothing the Aurelion Soul can do, and as soon as he dies, it just feels like the team fight was over. I want that goal to be.
No. In fact, there aren't really kills outside of Viper picking up kills, but everyone's kind of at the mercy of champions that don't really want to get kills. Now Zeka is just going to find Bull, clips him with just the edge, and that is going to be Viper locking that one down. Oh, man. Well, he's got 71 stacks now.
Man, the amount of stacks lost this game, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's almost equal to the amount gained, as now Magnetstorm is going to be flashed into. Bulldog, he's going to be taken down. Look at Viper. He's just hanging out. He's just finding targets. He's under no threat at all. Quantum is going to be ran down. No bailout for you, and that is going to be now Baron secured for free.
I just think part of the problem is that, you know, Kwangdong Freecs do a pretty good job in those early setups, getting some advantages towards the top side. But even then, they don't all go like perfect game. They're just really not able to push it further. And I just think most of the time they get to team fights and they just lose. You know, this is not a fun game to be playing Draven, and if he's not fed, you're just gonna get bullied.
Certainly are. Good handshake there from Quantum, because it's still going to take so much damage. Has to flash to get himself out of the way. Singularity. Viper realizing it's quite difficult to get himself out of the way, and is eventually going to be able to do so. Hanwha, they will break open the base. Turret also falling down on that bottom side. As you can see, Doran moving those minions in. They'll take the inhibitor, and they will then look to back away. Empowered recall.
Setting up with this Baron. Oh no, not again. He doesn't have any stacks to take.
Well, Hanwha are just not going to walk towards the Fog of War. Know that there could be a Sejuani in the area. Whoa! Walk used once again to great effect, as now Viper gonna have to cleanse, but he can't cleanse the knockup. It's a decent Magnetstorm though, and he just flashes out of the way. Cuz taking so much damage. The ulti does come forward. Quantum gonna get his ult sidestepped, and the skate away from Viper. Still Doran is under a lot of threat, and Dudu is gonna be able to lock down that kill in the end. But now Viper will make his way back in. The ulti is now running. Dudu is extremely tanky, but Delight is just trying to play bouncer. As Viper the skate out of the way once again. And Zeka is going to be able to finally get this kill on the Rek'Sai. No honey fruit for you. And now it is mid lane versus mid lane. And Zeka's going to call a support because he doesn't want a fair fight. That is a double kill for the Azir. And somehow, I don't know how Viper navigated that. He didn't do a lot of damage, but he did avoid get over that wall.
Run away.
Should be all right. As Quantum, he's just getting out of here.
Whoa.
And he should survive.
Dangerous position. It's the flanking Granada.
Oh, maybe the angle will be found. Never mind. Not going to find the handshake. And now Doran realizes that he can just dive on top of this one and look for the kill. Magnetstorm onto 3. Where's the follow-up? It doesn't actually matter. I guess they've just got enough right here. As Zeka's found a Draven once again. He's put into the sky and then eliminated immediately. Dudu doesn't even look tanky anymore. And Bulldog, he's holding onto an empowered ultimate. He may need it for game 3.
Just feels like Hanwha Esports won this game minutes ago, but they're just kind of ticking the boxes here. Kwangdong Freecs try to go for a creative play with a flanking Renata. You know, we've learned today she's not an engaged champion, she's not a flanking champion, and she's not going to win this game either.
Well, now that is a big ulti. Absolutely beautiful observation work there as Doran, he's going to die to the turret. There it is. Still, Bulldog takes most of his health bar and damage just incidentally is what it feels like. As hostile takeover is taking over nothing. And Peanut does die, and Bulldog is just going to get torn to shreds. There it is, and the Nexus goes down for the second time this series. Match point now. 400.
Aatrox, but I feel like if I'm Kwangdong Freecs, I'm like Dragon picked up by Kwangdong Freecs, so with it being a Chemtech, definitely puts higher priority on later souls.
Absolutely.
Haven't seen a ton of action. One thing I will say is that Quantum nearly has to be specific to Draven, but just in general, killing the enemy to carry usually.
Yeah.
Oh, Peanut's coming in, he's level 6.
Yeah, there it is. There's the flash, and Bull is in so much trouble. He's just dead. The Rend is going to come in whenever Viper would like to press the button, and there it is. That's first blood going over to Viper as well on this Kalista. That is so dangerous. Hanwha Esports off to exactly the start.
Cup half full.
Zeka just walking towards Bulldog here, who takes a lot of damage from the full combo. There is a Hex Flash and a Rocket Grab as Quantum's just dead, punched in the noggin. And that is going to be a second one going over to Hanwha Esports. Now it is Peanut getting accelerated, and he was already pretty far ahead. This is Dudu actually fighting very well against Doran here. He will now go underground and just be fine.
You know, I think my takeaway from this situation is that if you're gonna pick red side, I think maybe saving the support counter pick would have been really, really valuable. Because they are not having a good time in this Blitzcrank.
I've seen this one before. All right, let's see whether Doran is going to be... No, he can't. He can't even press his buttons. As Cuz is going to have to flash to avoid dying to the turret, but is still going to avoid giving money over to Doran, which is definitely... Doran dying a few times in lane doesn't often really impact the outcome of the game, as there's another hook to connect on to Quantum. Fate's Call to come down as well. The double knockup does come in, and Viper does get the auto attack into the air. Viper respecting Bull's ultimate because, of course, that execute damage has been stacked
This
up.
game, but there's still time. Just need to see Bull capitalize and hopefully get some kills. They are starting this dragon, and Zek is resetting, but does have TP. Oh,
Doran is able to actually press the R button this time around as Dudu back underneath the turret. I'm not sure about that one. He takes another turret shot, and he's able to survive. That was beautifully navigated. Now the team fight is going to break out, but unfortunately, I think that maybe that charm didn't work out. Still not going to matter, as Cuz does go down. Zeker is going to absorb the essence, and he grabs yet another charge. It is 2 kills in the fight, and despite Doran's best efforts, oh, the flash isn't enough, as Bulldog's also going to be taking down another fantastic charm from Zeker. And Hanwha
towards Dragon is like, oh god, what is going on?
Yeah, let's have a look at this part. This is the good part for Kwangdong Freecs.
Kwangdong fans feeling good about this one. You know, baits out the ult. The flash from Doran was very weird. Not sure what he was going for there. I think he was scared of immediate recourse, but Dudu waits for a cooldown to goes in, and now he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's what you get for having fun.
Yeah, Doran just called his cousins. He was like, it was a miss, so there you go. Another part of the cup half full.
They're kind of flipping the game.
Oh no, Bull taking so much damage here. He's just taken out 2 versus 4. And now I guess it's 2 versus 3 as Zeker will get breathed on. Another charm, and there is the hook. I mean, playoff Zeker just hits different, man. He is so incredibly good, playing amazingly today. Cease and desist onto Bulldog. Another charm, of course. That's a targeted ability today. And Hanwha will just roll them over. Doran wasn't even there, and he wasn't even necessary.
With momentum, with his composition, fights are going to feel so smooth. Oh,
well, here's a bit of an engage from Cuz. Finds a Magnet Storm, but it lands only onto Peanut. And he is pretty tanky. Zeker going to have to use his ultimate to get himself out of here.
just somehow back up already.
Yep, of course. It's just the way that things are. Malignant's doing its job. As I think he may be dead, guys.
Yeah, he's giving a pull. He has to get a kill.
Yeah, he has to. Oh, he's not going to get it. Dudu didn't even try.
You know, I'm going to say it. He only has like 50 stacks now.
So it doesn't matter.
But it's still just like, imagine you're just playing Kill the Straven 2 games of a series.
He didn't even get an assist, dude. It's not that he didn't get a kill, he didn't even get an assist.
Aatrox do pretty crazy Aatrox things before. Speaking of Aatrox.
Well, he's going to get hooked. Can they keep him in? Yes, they can. He's dead. Viper going to be able to pick that one up. Foregone conclusion, made sure that he hopped over the wall. That's a lot of extra money. It is absolutely working. Is Quantum, the flanking Ashe, is going to... He's going to arrow. Yep. Hook, going to connect. Waits for the crash down, and Cuz can't move out of that one, but still... does make it back to relative safety. Speaking of safety, there's a Fate's Call as now Doran diving on top. Bull, Whirling Death not really doing anything here, and Zeker picks up the first reset. The ulti does barely anything as Viper trying to keep himself alive. He's going to survive it. The hook is going to go wide, but it does not matter. No one dead on the side of Hanwha Esports. The Void Rush will spell the end, and there's the flash charm because, of course, it's going to land. The ace comes through. That one's clean, and Hanwha Esports are marching up mid.
Just some fantastic play. The skill shot so on point for Hanwha Esports, and just when you think Dudu is ready to take over, ready to turn the team fight in his favor, Viper outplays, Viper gets away, and Hanwha Esports secure that fight and just land a devastating blow to Kwangdong Freecs' chances in this game, which were already slim. Could be POG of the series, but he's had such a fantastic one.
No, I would agree. I do think that he probably deserves it for this one. Just hitting all of the charms that he has. In goes Peanut, finds cease and desist onto Quantum. They'll take him down first. There is more essence just lapped up, and it's a double for Zeker, the man we were just discussing. They'll turn this into a Baron. And then probably a dead Nexus. 20 minutes. Want to keep your base alive. Probably suboptimal. As Delight Hex flashing. Manages to find the Ashe. Max range now. Everybody else dives over. That's going to be the knock-up onto Cuz. He's taken down first. Zeker grabs another one. Angles the Orb of Deception beautifully. And the Whirling Death is kind of whirling meh at this point in time. There's the cease and desist onto Bulldog. He was looking to just try and escape this bulldozer that is Hanwha Life. Double kill for Viper in the end, and this will be the end of the game.
Absolute decimation. It felt like in the first game, they were kind of finding their footing, kind of testing the water with Kwangdong Freecs, and game 3 is an absolute stomp. 0-11-0 for the bot lane of Kwangdong Freecs. I'm only hoping Quantum gets away. 0-12-0. It has been quite a gap. I mean, a lot of people expected it, but Hanwha Life Esports reminding us why they are one of our top teams.
Delight just waiting for that hook to come off cooldown. Cuz is going to get missed by that one. Tries to pull a few in and does manage to get the shutdown onto Zeka. But that is 3-0 for Hanwha Life Esports here, unfortunately, for...